Hey everybody, this is TheBiggWiggs and welcome to Megabyte Punch. This is an awesome new game just on Steam, released I think yesterday, for $12.99. It's absolutely amazing. It's a 2D action platformer, but not in the way you would usually think. I have played the very first level. It is 4-player co-op, and we are in the game. I'm probably going to show you the very first level that I've done, but first of all, let's get some things laid out. The control scheme for this is very simple. I'm using the controller, so it's A to jump, X to attack, and then B to use special. One of the cool things about this, if you press Y, you are a robot. So if I go back into my home, little special move I just did there, I can show you all the little parts that I have. So since I'm a robot, I can do things like change my colors, and basically just be really cool to customize. Let's be Mega Mint. And we go into my parts. We'll see some of the stuff that I have. Basically, I can change just about every single part of me. Head, torso, pelvic area, both my arms, both my legs, into like different things. So I think we'll actually, I like the setup I have now. Well, this is what I got. Yeah, I got it. It's all good. So we'll go back into the first level. You might have noticed this game just looks absolutely gorgeous. It's very stylized, very cool. You have some serious speed you can run as a character too. If you, it's double tap to dash in any given direction. Of course, you have to be, like, walking. Oh, we can just fight the boss. We'll go through the level real quick. Level 1, Electra Caves. First thing you'll notice is, of course, the music sounds amazing. Combos is X. You can choose it in every single direction, and it does a different attack. And you might think, hey, where's my health bar? We don't have a health bar, because this game functions in the same style as Super Smash Brothers. That's the cool thing about it. So if we want to do damage to people, we have to punch them, and then once we do enough damage to them, we fling them off into a wall, and that destroys them. That's the basic premise of this. So it's basically a better Super Smash Brothers as far as I'm concerned. The controls are much tighter. The gameplay is just a little bit faster, and in general, it just seems way more fun. Especially from a single player standpoint. I could play this probably for a few hours easily, have tons of fun, and then put it down. The big thing I noticed that's bad about this, it doesn't seem to be completely optimized. Well, actually, it seemed to work just fine there. I was gonna say that when you collect those bits, which is your currency, if you get too many at once, it kind of like lags the game just for that split second when you collect them. But it seemed to do it fine. Now, these are a bit tougher enemies, so they'll be a bit more fun to fight. And right now I'm just using basic attacks, which is actually the wrong way to do it, because one of the things I can do is with my arms and stuff, you might notice they're different. One's a hammer, one's a drill. That's because these offer different abilities. So X is basic attack. Okay, game does not pause when I do that. B is your special attacks. So that's my drill arm that you get from the boss. That's pretty damn cool. And of course, those do damage. That's just when I press basically left and right and B. Or I can press up and B, which does my pseudo third jump, which you see a lot in Super Smash Brothers. You'll need that to stay on the arena sometimes when you fight bosses. Down to B, just overhead smash, does a lot of damage. Try that out right there. Kills that guy. And we collect parts from these guys, and then we can customize. Then if I don't press anything, press B, I teleport. And that does damage if I teleport onto an enemy, and it's really satisfying to do. I don't think I'll be able to do it this time, though. No, come on. Oh, let's screw it. Let's bring up the parts menu. So you see, these are the parts that I have. If I unequip these parts, then I'm pretty sure it goes back into my inventory. I don't really want to unequip these. Yeah, they're really fun. We'll show off this one. So the drill arm and of course this other arm are just on my arms. If I switch those out, then I lose that ability. Let's show you, this is a slicing arm. So if I press over and B, then I suddenly just do a little basic slice. I actually not seen that one before. And your arms do of course change, and your pelvic area changes too. By the way, I say pelvic area because if you press right trigger, you do a shield, and to break that shield or enemy shields, boom, thrusting away. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the soundtrack is also really good. So I can just pelvic thrust this guy into oblivion. Just like that. It doesn't do much damage, but I like it a lot. Let's rush through this a little bit. Oh, this is sort of a bit of a boss fight. Not really boss. This arm is actually really fast. Oh. Boom. So you can see I can just sort of one-shot these little dudes, but these other ones are taking a bit of a while. And you might have noticed that if I hit an enemy hard enough into these dirt blocks, there does deform the terrain. In fact, the drill arm that I had on before. Does it still have it? Yeah, it still has it up. Let me put that back on the thing. I can terraform the stuff myself. So very cool. The level is... There's an end and there's a start. Getting there is totally up to you. It's always on like the other end of the area. But there's tons of little secrets and areas you can just sort of dive into. Whoop. There we go. The big overhead smash is by far my favorite. Of course, I like all the moves. Whoop. And of course, if I activate it with the over and circle, but if I change my direction while he's doing a little charge, I can aim it in any direction. Just die. There we go. So terrain deformation is actually what you get from the boss of this area. And there are 3 levels until we complete the thing. Yeah, you see just a little bit of lag. There's not much you can do about it. And quite frankly, I think this game's good even with it, that little bit of lag. So we'll just sort of rush this area. And I love the feeling you get. Can I just smash through that? No, I can't. Well, I can. Fuck your rules, game! I'm done with this level! So there's definitely some, I can see people doing speedruns of this, but at the same time, it'd be really cheating. Okay, that was a bomb. And if we actually look down on the bottom left, or I'm not going to look right, you'll see damage, and that's what damage is done to you, and of course you fly farther when that happens. And these little circle things are just bombs. They're designed to terraform the terrain for you. Come on. There we go. And another complaint I have with this game, there aren't many because I really enjoy this game. It's just like a Super Smash Brothers, but like I said, a little bit better in my opinion, just because it has a more solid control scheme, which gives it a more solid one-player experience. Is that when you jump on a wall, you don't have to press like A to jump again, you just point the direction buttons, which makes your character really sticky when it comes to wall jumping. Don't get me wrong, I'm sure I'll get used to it, but I mean, if you touch a wall, you're basically going to stick to it, and then you have to wall jump off of it. You can't. It's a little annoying. Yeah, whoops. We'll just do that twice, I think. Yeah, and they're dead. Oh, look at that. Oh, I found another head. Launches you upwards into controllable flight. Yeah, this is controllable flight, by the way. I could probably change that with a drill, actually. In fact, no, I can't, because I have drills in my arms. Burp. Yeah, I just died because I teleported into some explosives. But there's checkpoints. If we look down again into the bottom left, my damage back is 0. You'll see the little floppy disks, old school style floppy disks. Those are your lives. Every 64 bits you get another life. There we go. Just smash into that guy. Smash him some more. And then we'll just finish him off there. Ah, this game, it's so satisfying. I can't really describe it other than saying it's like Super Smash Brothers. Just a little bit smoother, a little bit crisper. Just a little bit better. So if you like Super Smash Brothers Brawl and stuff like that, but you felt like, oh, I kind of wish the single player was a bit more robust, a bit more, I want to say more fun, but just a little bit different. This is what it is. It's just a better Super Smash Brothers. There is local co-op. Not local co-op, obviously. There's also local PvP, which I think is obviously just going to be absolutely amazing. Like, if I could ever get friends to come over and play this on like my tiny computer screen. Totally fine. So we're gonna start rushing through this area again. Whoop. Like I said, I've already beaten it. Whoop. We'll just down here. There is only one exit level, so if you're going the wrong way, then you're a little bit boned. Oh no, what do I do? There we go. I could get more items here. In fact, I'd probably behoove me to get some more items here, but we kind of want to get along with the video. We do that. Does nothing, but it's just a fun noise to make. There you go, just get out of the way. And this is just going to be sort of show off more of the level. Also, if you haven't noticed, soundtrack is quite nice. There we go. We'll do this, because gold ones always have an item in it. Damage up. Increases damage of all standard attacks. There are still like that. There's just stat upgrades in the game, too, when you have these robot arms. And that's something to consider, because if you already have all of your abilities maxed out, if you like all of your abilities, then there's no reason to have more abilities on, say, your legs and things. Like, I like this teleport one, so there's no point in having an ability that lets me do anything else that would, say, fit that as well. There's no reason to have that arm blast. I like all of my move sets. I don't like the gel doesn't really do enough damage for me, but at the same time, skipping all this is just a nice thing you can do. I really enjoy just skipping everything now. Speed run to the end of the game. And there's not much more to say about it, I don't think. There is a hub world where you can't really do anything, where you can customize your character from there, but not much you can do after that. We'll just sort of skip through this whole level. I played for about an hour, and that's how long it took me to really sort of get through all these levels, by the way. And that was because I was sort of dicking around, if I'm being honest. What's that? Oh, it's hip. Ooh, it's hip. Hip things. Ah, shit. I don't need to fight these guys. And if we go to this area, I think, yep, we got the drill boss. And this is where it really becomes, wow, this is a lot like Super Smash Brothers. And it's also where I kind of was like, wow, it's like a really good version of Super Smash Brothers 2. So it goes to this style of arena, and obviously this guy is going to be tougher, and you actually see his lives and his damage as well. If I had spent longer in that other level, then I would have, of course, more lives, which gives me a much bigger advantage. I imagine this game's gonna get difficult because this is just the first level. I don't want to say this guy isn't difficult because he is kind of difficult, especially since I was just sort of dicking around and haven't really gotten used to the controls again. I've used the pseudo jump to this danger many a time. Ah, shit. I keep trying to use the teleport because the teleport is just so satisfying to use. Like, he's not easy. Like, you can't just spam him. He does like several different attacks. As you can see, I'm just getting wrecked. Yeah, Jesus Christ. So maybe this is... Oh my god. Yeah, I just got totally destroyed, and suddenly this guy has like a huge advantage. Pelvic thrust! Pelvic thrust! Move of champions! I really probably should be using the drill. I should be using something a little bit better. Oh my god. And he's not dead yet. There we go. He might be a bit screwed now. Yeah, he's totally screwed now. We're back in the lead. We were in the lead before, but it was going... questionable. Should probably really learn how to block. Doesn't seem like he knows how to do guard break either, but... My big attack! Oh my god, we're... Boom! Big attack is, of course, the downward slam. And we're gonna be stuck in here until one of us just... basically flies out. Oh my god. Oh my god! We're back in here. There doesn't seem to be too many invincibility frames. Oh my god, I broke a shield. I will bounce you the shit out of here. Wow. That's so cool. So that was the very first level of Megabyte Punch. This is probably gonna be a really short video, but it's also just because I want to show it off. I don't really want to spoil too much more. I mean, just listen, even the soundtrack itself is very just well done. The combat is just super satisfying. I believe they said there's going to be over like 300 parts in some of these houses. It's like, wow, that's really impressive. And even if it's just like the basic same abilities that I've already seen mixed with stat upgrades, I still think it has a lot of potential just in how satisfying the combat is. How much fun it is just to wreck stuff like this. So yeah, this is Megabyte Punch. a better version of Super Smash Brothers on the PC. So I just think it's so much cooler. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day, and goodbye.